He entered the world beneath gold chandeliers, surrounded by security convoys and marble staircases. From the moment cameras first captured him, he remained distant, quiet, observant, and composed. A tall, silent figure. The unspoken prince in America's most controversial political dynasty. But today, Barron Trump is no longer just the boy in the background. At only 18, as his father returns to the Oval Office, Barron is beginning to carve out a kingdom shaped by privilege, ambition, and legacy. And in the world he's stepping into, power speaks one language above all: real estate. Tonight, we uncover the carefully unfolding story of a young heir crafting his future through stone, status, and strategy. Because according to insiders, one move Barron made in 2024 may reshape the Trump empire in ways no one expected. Barron William Trump, the youngest son of the 45th and now 47th President of the United States, has lived in opulence from day one. From the iconic penthouse of Trump Tower, a triplex palace floating above Manhattan with 24-carat finishes and Versailles-inspired columns, to Mar-a-Lago, the legendary estate where royalty, billionaires, and political power brokers gather, Barron grew up inside America's modern palaces. While most kids were playing video games, Barron was walking halls where billion-dollar deals were whispered over crystal glasses. He flies coast to coast on custom Gulfstream jets, moves in armored convoys, spends summers behind the gates of private compounds equipped with helipads and 24/7 Secret Service protection. But luxury alone doesn't build an empire. And lately, whispers have grown louder. Is Barron simply inheriting wealth, or quietly preparing to build something of his own? In July of 2024, while most of his peers were busy choosing college dorms or getting lost in TikTok scrolls, Barron Trump took a very different path. He registered a company. That company was Trump, Fulcher, and Roxborough Capital, Inc., a Wyoming-based firm with a bold vision to develop luxury real estate, including high-end resorts and exclusive golf destinations throughout Utah, Arizona, and Idaho. And where was it all registered? At none other than Mar-a-Lago. This wasn't a move driven by inheritance. It was guided by ambition. Barron partnered with Carter Fulcher and Cameron Roxborough, two sharp, well-connected young financiers with deep roots in the world of real estate capital. Together with Carter Fulcher and Cameron Roxborough, two young, aggressive financiers in the real estate capital world, Barron aimed to evolve the Trump aesthetic into something more refined, more modern, and distinctly his. But just as the venture began capturing attention in elite circles, the story took an unexpected turn. Just 4 months later, however, right as Donald Trump clinched his return to the presidency, the company was quietly dissolved. According to Cameron Roxborough, the decision was made to avoid the glare of renewed political scrutiny. Yet, behind closed doors, some insiders suggest this wasn't a failure at all, but rather a deliberate retreat, a trial balloon meant to test the waters, not a venture meant to last. The project had already begun attracting attention from elite investment circles. A real estate endeavor with the Trump name attached, yet without Donald's direct involvement? For many, it signaled Barron's first real attempt at establishing credibility on his own terms. And while the company may no longer exist on paper, those within the industry believe this was only the prologue to a much larger story still waiting to unfold. Because real estate wasn't the only arena Barron quietly stepped into. Barron's ambitions, however, stretch well beyond traditional bricks and mortar. He's also listed as a founding member of World Liberty Financial, a cryptocurrency venture backed by capital closely aligned with the Trump orbit. Alongside his brothers, Donald Jr. and Eric, Barron's name appears prominently on the company's executive roster. While his role is largely symbolic for now, the firm has managed to attract significant international investment. According to analysts, it's not the technology that's turning heads, it's the brand. The Trump name still carries weight, especially among overseas investors. Even so, Barron's involvement signals more than just a ceremonial title. It suggests a generational pivot, a willingness to engage with the future of finance, and a calculated move toward the digital economy of tomorrow. And to prepare for tomorrow, he turned to one of the world's most powerful classrooms. In the fall of 2024, Barron quietly enrolled at NYU's Stern School of Business, one of the most prestigious institutions for finance and entrepreneurship in the world. Far removed from the theatrics of Washington, he now studies just steps from Wall Street, right in the heart of the global financial arena. Those who know him describe Barron as intensely private, intellectually driven, and particularly fascinated by architecture and economic history. His professors say he rarely speaks in class, often sitting toward the back, but his work consistently reflects sharp analytical thinking and a deep understanding of complex concepts. In essence, Barron isn't rushing the spotlight. He's carefully observing, absorbing, and laying the intellectual foundation long before making his first bold move. And off campus, he's learning from people no classroom can teach. When classes wrap up, Barron isn't making his way to college parties or late-night campus hangouts. Instead, he steps into a different kind of scene. Exclusive, invitation-only gatherings where power quietly trades hands. From private fundraisers and low-profile tech dinners to ultra-selective golf retreats, these elite events have become his informal classrooms. He's been spotted in the company of rising venture capitalists, heirs to real estate empires, and the descendants of dynasties that predate the United States itself. And according to those in the know, he's not simply being groomed as the next Trump, but as a new kind of legacy figure. One who's subtle, strategic, and fully aware of the brand he's building. And that mystique? That's his greatest asset. What fascinates the public about Barron Trump isn't just the wealth. It's the mystique that surrounds him. He doesn't post. He doesn't speak publicly. He doesn't chase the spotlight. And yet, somehow, it continues to find him. Towering at 6'7", with composed gestures and a presence that feels almost inherited, Barron exudes the quiet elegance of royalty, only without the title. Unlike his older siblings, he avoids the media frenzies and sidesteps political skirmishes. Instead, he's crafted a persona that manages to be both visible and elusive at the same time, a rare and calculated balance in today's hyper-connected world. Whispers among insiders suggest he may be the first Trump not to build his name through bold slogans, but through quiet strategy and a vision all his own. And the question now is, strategy for what? So, what exactly is Barron building? At this moment, there are no high-rise towers or sprawling estates that officially bear his name. However, behind the scenes, the foundation is unmistakably being set. LLCs are being registered, relationships are quietly cultivated, branding concepts are in motion, and his elite education is already well underway. He moves in silence, but the spotlight follows regardless. Whether his path leads through real estate, digital finance, or other ventures still waiting in the wings, Barron isn't merely preparing to step into a role, he's deliberately shaping an identity. And in a family defined by headlines and spectacle, he may well be the outlier, the one who chooses to lead with quiet precision rather than public provocation. From the gold-plated elevators of Trump Tower To the ivy-covered corridors of NYU Stern, Barron Trump isn't just charting a path, he's building a legacy, not through volume, but through vision. Whether that legacy becomes towers, tokens, luxury resorts, or ventures we haven't yet imagined, one thing is clear. Barron Trump is no longer watching from the sidelines. He is stepping into power. Barron Trump's next move remains a mystery, but the stage is set, and the world is watching. What kind of empire will he build? Only time will tell. If you enjoyed this rare look inside the rise of America's most private heir, be sure to like the video, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Because here, wealth meets legacy, only on The Elite File.